Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Broncos hosting the Raiders, and the Broncos are 9.5-point home favorites. The over/under is at 42.5 points. The Raiders are plus 380 on the money line, and the Broncos are minus 500. Now, these are the overnight odds. They will change the closer we get to Thursday night football. Head-to-head, the Raiders are 8-2 against the Broncos in their last 10 meetings, but the Broncos took both games they played against the Raiders last year. The home team is 5-5. The favorite has won and covered the last 3 games that they've played against each other. The favorite is both 6-4 against the spread and 6-4 on the money line. The over is hitting their last 3 meetings. The over is 6-4, and at 42.5 points, the over, you guessed it, is also 6-4. It's supposed to be 58 degrees with 10-mile-an-hour winds from the northwest and a 1% chance of rain in Denver. In the games that they played against each other last year, the Broncos won 34-18 in Denver and 29-19 in Vegas. The Raiders are 2-6 on the season. They are 2-5-1 against the spread. The under is 5-3, and they are 1-3 on the road this season. The Broncos are 7-2. They are 4-4-1 against the spread. The under is 6-3, and they have yet to lose at home. They're 4-0. The Raiders are 1-3 in their last 4. There was a total of 46 points, 30 points, 31 points, and then 59 points. 34-point loss to the Colts they did not cover. They beat the Titans by 10, which who doesn't beat the Titans, 20-10. They got annihilated by the Chiefs, 31-0, and then they found a way to lose against the Jaguars, 30-29. They pushed that game. The Broncos are on a 6-game winning streak, and they have covered the last 2 games that they've played. 24 points, 65 points, 68 points, and then 33 points. And I didn't realize that the Texans weren't going to be starting Stroud and it was going to be Davis Mills. But yeah, 2-point win over the Jets, didn't cover. 1-point win over the Giants in a game in which they probably should have lost, but here we are. They got a victory. Then they absolutely annihilated the Cowboys, but the Cowboys have no defense. And I understand at the trade deadline, they moved some pieces to get some defense, but, we want to go too little too late. And then they squeaked by the Texans 18-15, and they covered that game as well. Now, granted, the Texans' defense is outstanding, so I'm not going to completely disrespect them. However, the Texans' defense is outstanding. The Broncos' defense is very good as well. The quarterback play was meh at best. The Raiders offensively, 213 yards, 213.6 per game through the air, which is 22nd. 89.1 yards per game on the ground, which is 29th. 16.5 points per game, which is also 29th. So basically bottom 10 in all offensive categories. The Broncos, middle of the pack, passing yards, 219.6. They're 19th, a little bit worse than middle of the pack. Top 10 in rushing per game, 133.6. They are 7th. And then 14th in the league in points per game at 25. Defensively, the Raiders allow 237.1 yards per game passing, which is 19th. 109.4 yards per game on the ground, which is 16th. And then 26.3 points per game, which is 23rd. The Broncos have a top 10 defense, so it'll be interesting to see not if Geno Smith throws an interception or makes a mistake, but how many of them he makes. The Broncos allow 213.7 yards passing per game, which is 10th, 93.1 yards rushing per game, which is 8th, and 18.4 points per game, which is 4th. I could absolutely see the Broncos doing to the Raiders what the Chiefs did to the Raiders. I'm going to take the Broncos on the money line. I'm going to take the Broncos laying the points. And I'm going under because realistically speaking, seeing Geno Smith against the top 10 defense, I don't expect it to end in his favor. Now, these are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut and please bet responsibly.